Welcome to Kimmy's Collective. I'm Kim. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. Today I'm doing a love reading for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. My readings are timeless, so whenever you find this reading is the perfect time for you. And please feel free to reverse the roles as you see fit. But don't try to make a message fit, because if it's not your message, it's not your message, all right? Let's get started. I've pre-shuffled the decks, and the bottom of this deck is Perseverance. And little bird sitting out in the cold on that frozen branch, persevering, fluffing up, keeping the feathers huge. So, perseverance is the bottom of the deck. Something that you are working hard at. Something that could be maybe a little tough, but you're pushing on through. You're pushing on through, Taurus. Surprise, surprise, Taurus pushing on through something. Okay, so let's get some more energies. Okay, so we have dance. Maybe you're going to a party and you're trying to stay on the dance floor. Pushing on through. All right, so we have dance. Dance can be celebration. Oh, we got a lot. The one that is upside down, I am not going to acknowledge. The next that I have is union. I'll peek at the other one. But we have union coming next to dance. And dance is like, you know, being with people, celebrating, coming into union with one another. And then we have order. So maybe there's some sort of coming together that is divinely guided. I'm going to peek at that other card. We have turning point. Maybe you're at some kind of turning point now. Maybe there are some lessons that you persevered through, and now it's time to celebrate. Now it's time to come into union, all in divine timing. But let's see what else we get. Joy at the bottom of the deck, and love, like a twin flamey love. Look at that. All right. And perfection after that. All right, this looks good. Okay, so now let's get some tarot on dance. What is this celebration? What is this party in? Ace of Cups. That is a cup of love being presented to you. Something is coming in. Something that you're going to be celebrating. Maybe there's a new love coming into you. We have the Tower. After something that was not on firm ground, after that comes down. Maybe that'll be the time for the celebration. Or did this celebration bring a tower down? Seven of Swords. That is that kind of sneaky or maybe a strategic energy. We have the Knight of Pentacles. He takes his time. He does things properly. He goes by the book. He makes sure that everything is taken care of. We have the Queen of Wands. She is that highly attractive energy. She gets things done. And we have the World, getting things done, closing old cycles. With the Emperor. It's taking charge. It's like after something closes down, after this foundation is brought down, possibly strategically, because, you know, the Knight of Pentacles comes up after that, and that's that kind of chilled out, you know, slow and steady kind of energy, getting things done. So it's like maybe a slow build, you know, taking on this energy to go on and begin something. Begin to attract what you need into you. And I think you're pulling an Emperor or this boss energy. Let's see the bottom of the deck. And I think this is what is, you know, you're going from a faulty foundation into an energy that is in control, is in charge, that gets things done. Bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles, and that is stability. So you strategically knocked something down. And you gained your footing. You've gained your balance. You're attractive. You've got everything going for you. You got a little money in the bank. You're stable. But I think this celebration comes only after something else had to come down. Ten of Cups. That is that emotional happiness. We have the Eight of Swords. That is a mental prison, self-imposed mental prison. So there was some mental things that you were going through, kept you trapped in your head. There was something that you regretfully had to put down. You had to leave something behind in order to move forward. So that's probably that Tower energy. So you're happy now, even though you regret having to leave something behind. But a new opportunity was knocking at your door. And you stepped into your balance. You brought some boundaries up over whatever this was that was a faulty foundation. And, you made that choice. I think now you're moving towards something, towards some sort of a union. We do have the union energy showing up here too. All right, just real quick, I'm going to leave this out because that's the new bottom. What is the Tower? I want to know now. What is that Tower? Please, Spirit, show me. Somebody became clear on something. Something that you didn't see. So it's like some seeds were planted elsewhere. So there was an investment made somewhere else. And maybe you thought you had a clear understanding about it. I feel like somebody told you some things that you didn't know. You didn't see any of this coming. Regarding the partnership, and it caused some confusion. And you had to bring it down. This is stopping. 7-7 could be important to you as well. This is stopping. This has stopped something from growing. Whatever this was. What was the truth? Give me the something. What was the truth? Chariot on its side, moving forward, being blocked. Whatever it was, it stopped forward progress. I'm just going to take these, and I'm not going to ask any more questions. It stopped some forward progression. It stopped forward progression. You had to regain some balance before you could move forward. Maybe, so you can move into your celebration energy. It took a bit of time for you to get to this point. But when everything cleared, when, your options showed up, I think that's when you picked your path. And you decided to stick with it. And it's all pentacles here. It's all pentacles. So this is all 3D, earthly energy. It's not really giving me any real scoop. What's at the bottom of the deck? I forgot about that one. It's moving forward. So by it being all pentacles, stop. Sorry. By it being all pentacles, I'm thinking that maybe if this is a person you were dealing with, maybe someone was doing something with your finances. Maybe they were juggling your money, spending too much. Maybe you were just a financial opportunity for them until something better came along. But I think you got this information and you began to move forward. You took you took your dolls and trucks and you moved forward. You chose your next path and you moved on. So I think, maybe somebody was stealing something from you. Maybe somebody was dipping into your whatever. your finances. I mean, messing with your way of living. And that energy had to be brought to an end. I mean, and somebody told you about this. I'm feeling this information came to you. Information that you didn't know about, you didn't see. And we've got the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. In the upright, it's planting new seeds. It's making investments. And I'm getting that whoever, maybe you were dealing with someone before with this Tower. And you didn't realize what you were investing in. This was not a good investment. This, whatever this union was. And somebody had a lot of choices in it and you brought it down. You brought it down strategically. You did that. Yeah, and there is your Four of Wands, which is the firm foundation, Empress energy. Everything started kicking back in for you once you brought that Tower down. Okay, so that makes more sense to me now. Since you brought that Tower down, everything started kicking in for you. Now I can't find the bottom of the deck from before, but it's okay. I'll turn my cards back the way they go. All right. We had the Ten of Cups at the bottom. I can't find it. And I'm not going to worry about it. Watch this. Nope. I'm like one of those little dogs. Once they start digging, they can't stop. I cannot find that Ten of Pentacles. I'm not going to worry about it. But anyway, that's what I see with that. So someone, the first thing you tore down, the Tower was first card out. And that caused a celebration. Tower and Seven of Swords. You blew up all of that sneaking around, doing stuff behind your back. And you regained your stability. You closed old cycles. And you recognize what your worth is without this person. Which is good. Okay. So now let's see what union is all about. We have Temperance. That is patience. Patience. Who is having to have some patience regarding a union? Is it you? Is it because of what you just previously went through? I mean, I feel like you were pretty happy on your own, doing your own thing, with this celebration or this dance showing up, and you ending up in your Emperor energy after closing down old cycles. And you're back on top of your game. And I think that's where the celebration comes in. So now we've got this union energy showing up. Let's see what you're going to do with that. Okay. First thing I see is the Three of Wands. I want to take it as a block. It wasn't deep enough for me as to be in reverse. So there's something that you have been waiting for. Maybe this union is what you had been waiting for. Maybe you feel like for whatever reason, this opportunity is being blocked, or it's just not yet. But I feel like you feel like something's coming. We have the Nine of Pentacles, which is an independent energy. I think you feel like something's coming, and you will no longer be single. I think you feel like your mate is coming to you. We have the Ten of Wands, which is putting down burdens. In the reverse, it could be a need to put down some internal burdens, maybe the wounds from this previous situation you were in. You may be still carrying that energy, those thoughts, that thought process, to where you don't feel like things are coming in for you. Or you worried about what could come in for you. You know something's coming. I kind of feel like you have a feeling that something is coming, and that it is going to come in for a union. But I think you still may have just a bit of maybe some internal wounds or something, burdens that still need to be worked on by you, still need to be put down. Ten of Swords, painful ending. Yeah, you may still be thinking about what went down. We got two tens here. Knight of Wands. Yeah, that's going to scare you. If the Knight of Wands energy comes in, especially if it shows up as, you know, with this Emperor energy, that thing come in throwing elbows, wanting to take over, wanting you to do this, that, and the other, moving fast, having adventure after adventure. It might be just what the doctor ordered. And there's the Lovers. It might be just what the doctor ordered. This could help you to put the rest of those burdens down. Once this person shows you this good time, you know, maybe you can finally let go of the memories from this tower, from that painful ending. You watching everything that maybe you were trying to build with that person just crumble down, or that you had to dismantle it because it was no longer viable. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups. Walking away from emotions. Cups are emotions. Walking away from those old emotions that are no longer serving you. Bottom of the deck is another Tower. Blow that up. Blow that up. There is a new opportunity coming for you. Once you blow that up, you won't be sitting in a stalemate when it shows up. You will know how to take action. You will know how to take action with the King of Swords. You'll know what to do. Yeah, you have to let this transform. Let this energy transform out of your body. This is something that needs to be healed. It feels like even though you're celebrating, maybe you got out of that other thing pretty unscathed, you know, you caught the drift before things got totally out of hand. And I think this saved you. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm completely forgetting where I was going with that. But this tower was about to take you loose, but you caught it in the nick of time. I think it took you by surprise. But I think you carried that into, or you will be potentially carrying that into another situation that is coming. That Spirit is showing me that could be a great time for you. They're coming to take you out of your singlehood. You don't have to wait for things anymore. Just walk away from those old emotions that almost, you know, drug you. Transform that. This person is coming in to work with you. So you have to, that mind manipulation, you got to let that energy go. It's not going to happen everywhere you know, with every person that you deal with. I saw the star underneath there too with the healing. So now let's see this order. I think this is like divine order. Things are happening exactly the way they're supposed to. You are supposed to have something more come in. Maybe you dipped out of this before you learned some lessons. Someone telling you what was going on. Maybe you kind of just slid out without maybe confronting something or what have you. But by you carrying it into this new union, it's something I feel like you've got to walk away from. You've got to heal, or it could probably compromise what's coming in, this union. All right, I promised you order, so here's order. And we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is like a wise investment, you know, something grounded coming in, a brand new beginning coming in from the universe. So let's see what order wants us to know. Oop. We've got the star falling on top of the Eight of Cups, walking away. That's where your healing lies. That's how you can come into alignment. I'm gonna put this down because that's divine. Now we have this one. It is the Knight of Wands. He's right here too, but this is coming in the reverse order. So I'm taking that to be, you know, coming in next to this healing card, that energy either does not exist possibly in this person. No, it does exist, because I said it was a combo. It's a combo and a good time coming. Let me get the rest. We have Eight of Cups again, walking away from emotions that don't serve. Trying to evolve. away from something that was holding you back. It's coming underneath the star, which is coming into alignment. There's evolving happening. Queen of Cups, that's heart is open. And that's underneath this Knight of Wands, which is a passionate adventure. I'm feeling like this is going to be an adventure for you. But it's in the reverse. The Sun and the Four of Pentacles. I'm feeling like you're thinking that it's almost too good to be true. I feel like this queen wants to keep her heart open, but this Knight of Wands energy, this passionate, carefree energy, who knows, may have been embodied by this first person. I haven't seen where this is the same person. I don't feel that. I feel like this is something that you have been waiting on. I mean, it could be the same person coming back. I don't see where it is the same person, but I don't see where it ain't the same person either. So we'll wait and see what we get. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands. Passionate, new adventure, new spark. And I think it's time for you to embrace this. The Sun is here, sitting right next to scarcity mindset. The Sun should be like illuminating all that is going on. It will be. I think it's going to shine above and beyond your scarcity mindset, your fears, you know, holding on. You know, this is a card of holding on, and the Queen of Cups, she even looks like she's holding on to her emotions. Bottom of the deck is the King of Wands. There is some passion coming in. You got to get ready up in this area. You got to walk away from the fears, you know, the internal things, because no matter what happens with this, you can't be dragging the garbage with you all over the place. You got to nip it in the bud. If you're afraid of like talking to someone else because of what you went through, scared to go through that again, I think you almost got on this end by someone else. And now you're afraid to do anything with anybody else. Kind of like, you know, when you get scammed or you get your page gets hacked or something, you're a little afraid to step back out there, you know, afraid somebody's going to attack you again. I think you feel a little violated is what it is. This first energy might have made you feel a little violated, and you're feeling great because you beat that game and you came out, you know, looking better than ever. But I think you may be a little afraid of, you know, what's to come. I feel like someone is coming in for you. There's some more energy. It could be a person, it could be people, but things are going to be kicking up for you. Things are going to be happier. You're going to have fun. It's going to be passion. But you got to come out of that self-sabotage with that Nine of Swords energy. Somebody coming back from the past here. Someone that created some old wounds for you. And it's going to take some strength. There's that celebration. Okay. This is something that you've been waiting for. We've got the Knight of Cups with the romantic gesture. We have the Empress coming in with the High Priestess. So, you have fears, but I don't see where you have like shut down to this. You're afraid, but you're not shut down. You do have the Queen of Cups here. But you're gonna have to plug into your intuition. I always feel like if it doesn't feel good, it's probably not the right thing to do. If it feels good, it's something you should maybe check out, you know? And that's despite what anybody says, tries to tell you. And then there's another cycle completion with the death, and letting things, old things close, so the new things can come in, can transition, you know, can evolve. All right, let's get a little bit of clarity here. What do I want to know? What was, did I do? I did the Tower already. This reading is pretty crystal clear. Give me some more information on this union. We have the Chariot. It's coming in. It's coming in fast. So get ready. Learn to look at, you know, your situation. Instead of looking at it like you almost got, look at it like, you know, I'm too smooth for you. Can't catch me. You know, I'm too smart. I'm too wise. I got this. You know that you're not prey. You're no one's victim. You know, you got out of whatever that was because Spirit got you out of it. Spirit nudged somebody and said, hey, go hook this person up. Let them know what the scoop is. And let's see how they deal with it. Okay, now I'm going to stop talking. So give me some more information on this union where Taurus has some energy that they still need to release. What do we need to know? Whoa, not that much. That's something you should work on. There's another Tower. That's number 3 for you. Bring that energy down, because that doesn't, that kind of energy where you're feeling like, you know, your worth is, and, you know, oh, I'm so afraid to move. That brings you, that puts you in a tower. That's a faulty foundation to try to build anything stable on. So you have to work on that so you can have your stability with the King of Pentacles showing up here. I'm going to get another to pop. Okay. And there's the Magician. You're working on this energy, which is good. Spirit is saying, continue to work on it. You will be successful. You will be grounded. This tower will come down like somebody stuck the demolition bombs in it, just straight down. But you're still keeping your boundaries up, as you should. You should always have your boundaries. Good boundaries never hurt anybody. And keeps the other person in check too. Knight of Pentacles. Now see, we starting to get second chance cards in here. So this could be your person from the past. It could either be this one coming back in, which is probably why you're so fearful, or it could be just someone else that maybe you knew from the past. Maybe this is an old lover from your past. And there's the Queen of Cups. The heart is open. But you do have your boundaries. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Pentacles. That's that independent energy. So I'm feeling like you're open to something new. I think you know who you are in this new energy. I think the healing will occur. And whatever you do, whatever you embark on, you're going to know. Just take your time and keep your boundaries up. You know, don't go in there, you know, willy-nilly. Like, all right, I found my one, let's go. And, you know, just jump in that pot. You don't know if the fire's been turned on in there. So you're being careful. So I think this whatever's coming in, be it this old person or someone new, kind of feeling like it's the old person coming back, but you are solid. You are solid in your energy. Okay, so let's see what this order is talking about. Yeah, solid in your energy because you're worried about that devil energy coming back in. Yeah, that's not a path you're picking. Okay, so now let's see what this order is about. This is where things are coming into alignment, but there is still a fear about, you know, things being too good to be true. But you are working to move through that, get past those emotions so your heart can be completely open so you can receive this new beginning coming in. You're learning that you can grow. There's growth here and a scarcity mindset. This tree won't grow unless the sun shines on it. So things are going to be changing for you, I feel like. Let's get some more. Let's get some clarity. What else is going on with order and things coming into alignment? Okay. See a little apology coming in on top of the second chance. Conflict, yeah, fell right on top of the tower. I think it's an apology coming in. So I think it might be the first person. Apology coming in about that tower and the conflict that it caused. What else do we get? Talking about giving equally now. Bringing justice to the situation. Wanting to make romantic gestures towards you. Trying to get in there. Picking a path. Maybe this person was very wishy-washy and didn't know which way they're going. They're letting you know that they're picking one path towards a firm foundation. Going from the tower to the firm foundation. They want to hold on to this. I feel like they have learned some lessons here. Lessons on that energy. I got to see some more coming in. I think they're going to give you information on, you know, the thing that puts you in your head. I think they're coming in to try and clear everything up. Bring in that happiness. There's the Empress, counterpart to the Emperor. Moving forward victoriously. Another bottom, 10 of Pentacles. That's that happy family life. Everything is working out. This is a whole new opportunity. And it's going to be exciting with the Knight of Wands. Ace of Cups. Whole new cup of love. Here comes the King coming in. King and Queen of Wands. So although this might not be lovey-dovey, you guys are counterparts and you guys are very passionate. Very passionate about one another. Or will be. You're going to work together. Going to collab really well. You're going to understand each other. All right. That's good. I like that. I'll leave it there for the cards get goofy. Okay. So let's see what needs to be surrendered. Surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. Okie doke. Let's see what else. What else does Taurus need to surrender? What else does Taurus need to surrender? Anything? Just to miracles so far. Pretty good. Just surrender to miracles. Things can happen. You know, come out of that mental prison. That'll keep you locked down. You won't even see the miracles, you know, coming towards you. Surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you're telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. Absolutely. So let's get a message from your higher self. Bottom of the deck, the lotus within you awakes. You are a master in light on high. So things are starting to open up to you. Once you heal these final little bit of fears that you have, you know, you almost got. You made it around that. You know, I think there was divine intervention, you know, pulled you up out of that mess so you could prepare for what's to come. You know, if this is that same person, maybe you pulling yourself up and getting yourself together, making them look at you and going, what are you doing? You know? I don't know. All right. You cast a spell with your existence. Magic flows brightly and radiantly within you. Yeah, so your magic, they weren't done with it if it's this person. You shine bright, but you have to get rid of those last few fears, the things that can hold you back. Let's get a message from Spirit. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know. This is good. I mean, you did what you did. You got up out of there. Looks like you're getting yourself together. Okay, you're going to be ready for what's to come in your Emperor's power to meet this Emperor. Any messages from Spirit? There's one. Spirit's like, shut up and focus. Okay, so we have one message from Spirit. It says, you are not moving too slowly. Drop the self-induced pressure. You are at the sweet spot between taking care of yourself and still making advancements on your goals. On this path, there is no such thing as being behind. Smile, breathe, and carry on. And the new bottom, accept where you are at this moment in time. Only then can you begin to move forward. Be clear about your intentions. This makes it easier for us and the universe to help you. Doors will unexpectedly open. Be ready. Okay, so now I'm going to wrap this up with a card of guidance from the Goddess Power Oracle deck. We have Lilith with Independence. Okay. Let's see what else we get. One, thank you. One word of guidance. We have Iris with communication at the bottom of the deck. So you're going to have some communication coming in real soon. And we have Hera with Alliance, number 20. So let's see what that's about. Why do some go in so easily? There. Number 20, Hera. The Greek goddess Hera, wife of Zeus, knew intimately that positive alliances lead to great power. At this moment, you're magnetized to receive aid from people who have greater wisdom and can help you to the next level. I think that's whoever told you what the scoop was in your original situation, that person. Perhaps it's a mentor who appears or someone in the know. Making connections with others and finding strategic partnerships are favored right now as you explore the nature of becoming empowered by association. This works well if you have a healthy sense of self-worth and if you are able to learn without diminishing yourself in any way. Right now, Hera is supporting you to form beneficial alliances for the greater good of all. When called to action or faced with a decision, ask, how does this benefit me and how can I serve the highest good as a result of this connection? You may also be called to give help to another who needs your mentorship. Give freely, for only good will come of it. This is a wonderful time for all manner of connection and collaboration. All right, so your alignment message is, there is a feeling of unease that sets in when you are in an unhealthy power dynamic with another person. As a result, you may compete with and blame others for your discomfort, just as the goddess Hera did when faced with evidence of the many betrayals of her husband. Zeus, the king of the gods of Olympus. Like she did, you might even stand up for someone who abuses their power to avoid seeing your own role in perpetuating the myth that you need to be a certain way to be accepted or valued. You may think the benefits of your willful blindness outweigh the price you're paying, but Hera knows that this will not serve you as an empowered, sovereign person. Fear and denial make for potent hypnosis, one that's passed down generation to generation. No one chooses this dynamic intentionally. You may have stayed in a disrespectful relationship because you felt that the alliance served you in some way, such as giving you security or status. Hera wants you to be aware of these traits in yourself and be empowered in your own right, not through attaching yourself to the dominant power for a false sense of safety. Stand tall and choose collaborative partnerships with deep mutual respect and encouragement. Don't chase what's popular or who will make you look good. That won't last. Look for equality and see yourself as worthy. Ask yourself, Who would I be without this dynamic person or situation? Your alignment task is to open your eyes and choose another way. Belong to yourself and align with the great goddess pulsing through your heart and the whole world. She is the one with the real power. All right. So the power has always been within you. Just fix up those couple little things and you got this. All right. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated for you. But most of all, I hope it helps you in some way. So if you like these messages, please hit the like, subscribe, and share, and leave me some comments. So until the next time, I'll see you then. Take care of yourself, okay? Bye-bye.